now that the old bow fishing hobby has started to slow down a little bit, best part of the year for that. It's early. It's time to get back on the old camper project. Made a little progress lately. I've been able to throw a few hours at it. I was able to get my window built. This is a weird size. It's 13 inches tall by 53 inches wide. So trying to find a piece of Lexan that size was goofy. I ended up having to buy a square sheet and then cut it into two pieces. And there's no backing for it, so I had to build an internal frame as a backer, and then it's basically held in by silicone. You got a seam right here, which I put that little 1x over the top of, and it's basically just held in by silicone. This is Lexan glass, so it's impact resistant, but it will scratch like a mofo, so I've got to be careful. I really don't give a shit about scratches anyways. It's just there to keep the weather out and allow light in. It doesn't need to be perfectly see-through. When I'm driving, I'm not going to really be able to see out my rear view mirror anyways. What else did we get done? Oh, in the previous video I showed how I had modified these corners. Well, let me get in the sun. How I had to modify, I don't know if you can see this or not, it's kind of weird sun right now. I had to re-profile this to fit the Super Duty, and as you can see here, I made these channels to cap that, and then I screwed it in, and that's really stiffened it back up. So we wrapped the entire perimeter where I had to cut it so it fits the bed size of the Super Duty, and broke those up on my press brake at work, 16 gauge aluminum. And then on the inside I was inspecting the roof, and it's really floppy and weak, so I cut these. Shit, I'm banging my head. What is wrong with this curtain? And I'm having like a real rough go here. Come on, slide out of the way. So, the roof was really spongy and weak. So I took a 2x3, and with the bow side going up, and construction adhesive, the Loctite brand, I glued this to the ceiling with the bow side up. Diesel truck badass. And then I did this in two places. Here's the forward one, and then there's the rear one. And then I ripped another 2x3 in half, and then I glued that, so that now this 2x4 will carry any weight that's on the roof and then transfer it down to the bed via the vertical upright. And as you can see, the roof's really spongy, and it's just 1x4s, 1x3s and 1x4s, but wherever I got this. So the rationale for that is the places in which we camp. I camp in undeveloped wilderness. It's fire roads, some of which are no longer maintained by state or federal agencies, and there's down timber and low-hanging limbs. So if I drag this sucker up there and a limb gets, somehow winds up on top of here via my poor driving or by other means, I want something other than that thin to try and carry that weight. I may actually put another one across the middle, but that added a significant amount of rigidity to the roof. So the next, when I got my sweet curtains back in, those are choice. I'm actually bummed that I don't have more material to make one for the front window and the back door. That'd be pretty dope. So I've pretty much got the inside done to the point where I just need to paint it. I need to make the aluminum racks for the outside. And it's time to paint it, put on the truck and try it out. And then see what we want to modify from there.